I don't like Mario 64.
I was just going through, and it gets tough because you got to put both Zeldas in there.
They gotta
You
go
got to
in.
put Mario 64 in there.
Nope.
No.
I don't like that game.
Wait,
what game?
That's my hot take. I don't like Mario 64.
64 is one of the best games ever made.
Don't like it.
What are you talking about?
I don't like it.
You've played a 3D platformer. None of them exist without this game.
I'm not saying what happened in what order. I just don't like it.
You don't like collecting stars?
Yeah, and Halo's multiplayer
You don't
doesn't
like throwing
happen
a
without
penguin?
golden eyes.
You
Yeah,
don't like throwing a
same
penguin
logic.
to its death?
Listen, I killed that thing so many times, but no, I didn't like the game that much. Nah, I don't like it. I don't like the cameras. I don't like the handling. I don't really like any of it.
What about the music? What?
It doesn't do it for me, man. I don't like it.
All right, guys, episode 23 of the Muscle Geeks. We got a packed show. I'm reading from something. Need a prompter.
We have one. It's right there.
Got a packed show for you this week. Our fantasy football league is heating up. Terry's diving into his very first Terrifier segment. And we're ranking our top 3 films with iconic vehicles. Plus, it's time for Hero or Zero as we break down the Smashing Machine, Tron Ares, and the Black Phone 2. We'll also hit Dragon Ball Z, the Raditz Saga.
Yeah.
And bring back the NintenBros. So,
That's us.
yeah.
We got it.
So before we get started, guys, if you would be so kind as to like, share, subscribe, helps us out big time. Is there anything else?
That's it, man.
All right.
Well, we got a guest.
Tell your friends.
So the introductions. So Keith, do you need a line striping or what do you do?
Seal coating,
Seal coating
line
company?
striping. Thank you.
Do I need sealing for like anything?
Yeah, like line striping or seal coating.
So I do parking lot work for seal coating, line striping, small repairs, all
Because
that.
if you do, here's Derek Baker, owner of Derek Baker Seal Coating.
Hey, give us a call, but very soon. We're almost done.
And Keith, if you need
Nice.
Keith, do you need a content creator? If you do,
Oh,
here's
I'm
Terry.
I'm gonna that up to you.
Here's Terry, owner of Young Junk, and he does everything here.
Hey, Keith. Keith got me hooked up at the gym because I joined your gym 2
That's
weeks
right.
ago.
That's right. We just
Yeah.
got to get Derek, we got to get you back there.
Dude,
To be fair, I went once. I've been back in 2
I
weeks.
don't know. I'm about to hit my slow season for work. Maybe I can come down and show you how
We'll
to
get
lift a
some
couple
weekends.
times or something.
All right. And then,
There we
guys,
go.
we have a special guest today. He's my business partner in like 15 businesses that we have together. We have a lot of LLCs. He's got me in the
A
bodybuilding.
lot of
He's like my first
LLCs.
real
Sounds
coach.
like that should be a new LLC.
little
holding
That
trademark.
should be your
company.
holding company.
a
Yeah.
lot of LLCs.
A lot of LLCs holdings.
And he was my first legit bodybuilding coach. My only actual legit bodybuilding coach.
Yeah.
Keith Longnecker. He's here.
Happy to be here.
All right. So let's get right into
Should we first ask, are you disappointed with the lack of muscle on Muscle Geeks right now?
yeah.
as a coach, I think we have one slab of
The,
beef.
the ratio
Yeah.
of muscle geeks are dropping like flies. We just lost Steve, sadly.
What a loser.
Why did we lose you? What happened to him?
Between the baby and he got a promotion at work, he just can't make Mondays happen anymore.
He's succeeding at life and it's selfish.
Yeah,
He gave up on
extremely
himself.
selfish. He's putting his child and his wife
I
before
think
us.
this could be an additional episode where we do a physique analysis of that muscle geek to see if they're worthy of being the title of muscle geeks. So we'll have to do the pros and the gym.
We're gonna have to start doing push-ups and eating
I'm down.
chicken while we're
I'm
doing
down.
the show.
Let's do it.
Exactly.
That's how we started 8-Bit Beef, our first streaming thing. It was when you were training me and were being my nutrition coach. And I was so on it. I'd be streaming, like eating ground turkey and rice and,
Yeah.
and my shit. He was like, what are you doing? I'm like, I got to eat.
Dude, I saw a picture of you
I gotta
wearing.
eat this.
You were skinny mini.
Dude, I was 205.
Jesus.
That was the worst point in my life because I am the person who's 205. For you to come down and also be 205 and lift the amount of weight that you do compared to me was like, it hurt me in my soul.
Good.
I am the 200-pound club. You are the 250
I
pound
typically
club.
carry like a healthy 230. It's my weight where I'm still
you
a
guys
little
both
lean,
to like
but-
220.
Oh my God.
I
Nice
love that.
220.
I love 220.
You know?
I'm trying
Funny
to get
story
there now.
about 220.
Seems to be comfortable for.
It's nice. It's even, round.
Yeah.
I can bench it 1,000,000 times and Terry can't. So it's fun.
Terry, how many times can you bench 225?
Right now, maybe 3.
All right.
Maybe 3 or 4 times.
Okay.
You got to pump those numbers up. And we're going to do it
Those
together.
are rookie numbers?
Those are rookie numbers.
Looks like
We're going to get you combine ready.
Remember 2 years ago when it was your mission to get me to bench more?
Yeah.
Where you been?
Well,
Where you been?
Got married, had a kid.
Yeah, kids and wives gotta
Yeah.
go. We're living the dream here.
get a golden retriever. It's better. All right, so let's get on to fantasy
I
football.
can hear my
But
wife
also,
coming
220,
up the stairs.
reason it's important, 220 is the weight that Ryan Reynolds was in Blade Trinity. When the Blade Trinity diet and workout came out, he always said he was 6'2", 220. So I was
There's no way
that's what I'm going to do.
He's too skinny to be 220.
Yeah, I was thinking
I'm just saying what they said.
I give him
He's
190.
probably 5'11", 195.
Yeah.
But that movie's great.
There's no way Ryan Reynolds was 220.
No.
Ever.
But you know how hard that is?
What do you mean?
There's no way he's weighing 220 at
He
like
doesn't-
6'2" and Blade.
No, he's not 220.
I'm like 220
Yeah.
and I'm like 6 foot.
Are you 6 foot?
Yeah.
Oh. Really?
Yeah, Ryan Reynolds is full
Well,
of
then
shit.
he was thinner. He was
Yeah.
leaner.
He's full of shit.
Oh. Well,
Yeah. And Canadian.
Blade Trinity.
Gross.
Go watch it.
All right.
All right, guys, you want to
Back
talk
on
about
track.
Sorry.
the fantasy football segment real fast?
Sure.
All right, so those of you that don't know, we have a Muscle Geeks podcast fantasy football league. How did you do this week, Derek?
So we'll see how tonight goes, but it looks like our old buddy Phil's going to get knocked off his undefeated reign he's got going on.
He mentioned you today at the gym. He
Yeah.
said Derek's going to knock me off.
Yeah, there's a good chance. He's got Mahomes that still has to play. However, I have Travis Kelce and Kareem Hunt, both also Chiefs, ready to go. So doesn't look good. Fingers crossed. Not over yet.
Terry?
Terry hasn't really looked up much, but we've had. Well, I mean, as far as the Eagles are concerned, we've had a big problem with AJ Brown. Was kind of who I was betting on to do well this season for me. I picked him relatively first, and I think either first or second in the draft. And he's not getting the ball at all. He's complaining about not getting the ball at all. So I think that alone is going to kind of screw me over long term.
They had like a couple hours long conversation at the end of the game.
Yeah.
It was Hurts, AJ Brown, and I can't think of the running back.
Saquon?
Yeah,
The
I'm
man.
ashamed of myself. Yeah, apparently he pulled them in, and I'm going to lose to Mike Marcinic, so my team sucks all of a sudden.
Womp womp.
Great segment, guys.
All right. Anyway.
All right, let's get
Wait,
in.
wait. Who is that for? Milk Toast, is that for you?
Where is the milk toast?
Where is he up there?
Is the chat on?
Oh, it is. It's on the wrong screen. Hang on.
Oh my God.
All right, so we'll skip to Terry. Do you want to do your Terrifier segment?
Terrifier?
Major malfunctions today.
Oh my God.
Yes.
Oh, there we go.
So I will do a Terrifier update. So the task of watching the Terrifier movies was put upon me. I've never seen any of them, but I watched some YouTube content around Terrifier and this series, and apparently the movies themselves, there's not much to it, but what you're in there for are the kills. So instead, I went in and watched some of the Terrifier kills, and I had to stop in the middle of one because this thing is brutal as all hell.
Yeah.
Like,
Yes.
Art the Clown is terrifying. I did watch the introduction of Art the Clown, which I actually think is really great.
Yeah.
He's just there. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about this guy. He just is in the diner with those two girls.
Mm-hmm.
And that's his introduction. Great character introduction. But from there, there's not really story or anything like that. We're just following a clown killing lots of things, and he doesn't speak. So it's extra terrifying.
I don't think he's I think he's a mime. Are they different than
I
clowns?
think he is a mime.
Yeah.
I think a mime is like
A French clown?
climb adjacent. Yes, a clown.
Okay. What do you think, Derek?
I've only seen the first Terrifier movie. They're not really my flavor of horror. I get why people love them though. Just like the gore porn type movies, not really for me, but I love practical effects.
Yeah.
So that's fun to see how creative they can get with everything. And Art the Clown is terrifying. I think bad guys that you don't have to even try and justify their origin, they're just there and they're menacing and you don't know why. That makes it worse because you can't rational things away or logic things away
Yeah.
of where he came from. He's just there, and he sucks. He's creepy.
Well, he's also not a man. Like that's the thing in the final kill, which, you know, in the yellow bedroom, that kill with the arm break. That's where it's like, oh, this isn't a regular human. This is a superhuman being that can just snap arms and limbs.
Right. Is it a demon? Is it, like, we don't know. But
No, I mean, you'll
clowns are
find out the
evil.
origins in the fourth one because they announced that already.
Oh, they did?
Yeah.
Okay. Because
They're working backwards.
he dies in Terrifier 3. Spoiler, maybe.
No.
Oh,
He gets on a bus at the end of it and he's just driving back with like a lady on the bus with him.
I like that.
Terrifier 2. Good shout out our friend Will Ball with Vi. Owns Vi.
Modeling agency?
Yeah, the modeling agency in Philly. One of his clients was in Terrifier 2.
Cool.
Yeah.
Oh, it's
my
no,
brother-in-law
it's the,
Will. Yeah.
I think it's the girl, the lead in there. She's from Philly.
I think that's her. She's from Vi Talent Agency.
They shot a lot of, I think, in Philly. No.
I'll have to ask him, but yeah, I'm pretty sure that's his lady, his client.
All right.
Shout out,
Keith,
brother.
you ever watch Terrifier?
I have not seen a Terrifier yet.
You don't want to. You don't want to. It's really,
Not
really
my kind of
bad.
thing.
Very bad practical effects. No story at all, and it's just the worst murders. Actually, you might like that. They just
Yeah.
he
Just
just
brutal.
Just
brutal
gore
murders.
fest.
Yeah. Is that it,
Yeah.
Terry?
I think
Maybe
so.
I'd have to, to see if it or not.
We need to get like a Keith update on Terrifier.
Yeah.
The thing I did like about it is it looked like something I could make. Nothing in it looks like way over the top. But the first one, there's a huge
The budget jumps.
There's a huge budget jump for 2. But the first one looks like somebody just made it, and I am a big fan of when someone's just like, I'm making a movie, and then goes and does it. And then this flavor movie, for whatever reason, caught on. I mean, shame on the people that enjoy this, but it's shot okay, and it's kind of interesting. But I think as like a story, I want to see where it's going. So, but I like the way I'm doing it of not actually watching the movie, but watching people who've watched the movie tell me what I need to do to enjoy the movie.
Well, the second one gets in a little bit into like actually trying to tell a story. And the third one, they just went, yeah, we're going to tell you a story. But it just gets worse and worse. There's a bomb with Santa at the mall and a bunch of kids around him scene. It's like there's nothing off limits of what he murders. It's pretty terrible.
I can respect that.
Yeah,
How would you compare like the human centipede?
it's right there. It's right there.
Okay.
It might even be worse.
And that's all I need to know.
It might even be worse. All right, guys. So let's get into the top 3. So Keith, just so you know, if someone else has one of your picks, don't worry about it. Just talk about the movie, what it means to you. We go around in like a fantasy football order. So we'll start with Derek. We'll go around so you can kind of see how everyone does it. And it's films with a prominent vehicle in it. Vehicle.
Right on. So it doesn't have to be a car
Now-
or a
It doesn't
truck.
have to be a car.
Number-
What's that?
Are we starting number 3 and going to 1?
No,
As we go
it-
around the table.
Whatever order
Whatever
you
order
It's
you
always
want.
too hard.
Yeah. All
Got
right.
it.
I'll start off.
Start us off.
I'm going to go with the light cycle from Tron,
Ooh.
and made way better in Tron Legacy. And I'm really excited to see what they do with their light vehicles in Tron Ares, which we're going to talk about a little bit later. So I love it. They're really cool, so futuristic. Like they're on the grid going. Whenever they hit this button, a beam of light shoots out behind them, leaving a trail from wherever they go. And if another vehicle runs into that, like that's it. Like their shit's wrecked.
Yeah.
So it's really cool how they can see that to race each other and make the mazes and everything. And now they're going to, I guess, bring them into the real world in the new one. So I'm excited for that part.
You think it's going to be any good?
Probably not. Jared Leto's in it, so I don't feel great. But I'm going to watch it for the sake of watching it because I'm a big old nerd and I love Tron.
I don't think it adds up. I don't think like
Yeah.
you have like 100 soldiers coming out of a computer can destroy the entire world.
Yeah, I want to see what they do with that because, yeah, the entire world versus them, like I would agree their technology is cooler and better and definitely helps them out. But eventually, like, can't you just like unplug the computer? I don't know.
Well, I have a question directly related to the light cycle. The light that the cycle leaves, does that ever dissipate or does that stay up as a wall permanently?
it dissipates. But I don't know the length of time they stay up. That's all I know is I
Because you could
just love
legit
it.
just do that around the country
You could.
or something of that nature, right?
You're trying
Yeah,
to.
but how
If there's
impervious
100
is
light
Are you trying
cycles
to build a
making little
wall?
boxes,
Are you saying build a wall?
I'm always saying build a wall. I was the first one to say no.
Got to keep the Trons out. Keep them in the computer. Whatever you
All
think
right,
Tron
so
is.
my pick is going to be the giant robots from Pacific Rim. I just like the idea of like basically this machine is going to follow your movements. You have a cool outfit on and you're fighting kaijus. Why don't I want to do that? I wish they moved a little bit faster. And I know you need 2 brains, so I'd probably just put Clark in the other one. So it would just be like me and Clark.
Sounds perfect.
In the deep.
Chasing tennis balls.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I'm going to say Pacific Rim.
Well, I'm going to go with the wild card here because is it a vehicle if it also has an identity and human characteristics? I'm curious, are the Transformers considered vehicles? Because half the time they are vehicles.
So you ride in
You
Bumblebee.
can ride inside of them.
Yeah.
So I say vehicle.
Yeah.
Yes. So
Vehicle.
The robots in disguise.
exactly. They are they are robots in disguise. So I'm saying Transformers, and I'm specifically talking the Autobots because they tend to win, and I want Optimus because he has a sword. So Optimus Prime is the vehicle that I am choosing to rent. I don't want a Sam Witwicky type thing where like I'm beholden to some great quest. No, I just want to rent Optimus Prime a couple of weekends a year
Get Megan Fox.
and get Megan Fox.
Yeah.
What do you
That's
think
right.
the paperwork's like at Enterprise for Optimus Prime?
Also,
That's
can
your
you
insurance
put
doesn't
stuff,
cover that.
Yeah, I don't think I
No.
cover that.
Can you put stuff in the truck,
Yeah.
like in the truck bed, or is that where like
Oh, you
his,
think it just has like bazookas in there?
yeah, or like or like
I don't know how
his
that works.
body parts and stuff like that?
Does he? Well, if there's bazookas in there, can he just like use them, like mold to his body? He's like, oh, sick bazooka. Like,
Well, that brings up a point though. In the later Transformers, I think even the latest Transformer film, there is an armor, like an exoskeleton that you can also wear, so you can be a little bit of a Transformer too. Which
Sick.
again, great vehicle if we consider that a vehicle. Like, is an exosuit a vehicle? I'm going to need to know for a later pick.
Pretty good. Keith,
All
what,
right,
Keith,
good
what do you
pick.
got?
I'm going to go with the Batmobile, specifically 1989 to 1992. So the Michael Keaton era Batmobile.
Hell yeah.
Yep.
So for that reason, that car made me fall in love with Batman, just for the fact that the versatility of it, how, you know, the one scene where he had to get through that like skinny alley and he was able to like hatch both sides. So like, obviously we like Batman has all those like nifty gadgets and whatnot, but the Batmobile is just his biggest gadget, in my opinion.
Yeah.
But the styling in that Batmobile was my favorite one. And it just made me fall in love with the whole, you know, Batman thing. So that's what I'm going to go with my first one.
Does anybody know what that Batmobile is based on? Is it based on a Corvette? Like what is it based on?
I don't think it's based on anything. I think it's I know that the previous Batmobile like were actual cars, but I think that one is like the size of it is, I don't think it's based on any at all.
Chris, we're looking at the 1989 one.
Yeah, let's see. I'm curious to know what it's based off of.
How about it with the shields too? Remember when he would be like shields?
yeah, and it just
Then he gets on the thing, he's like,
Awesome.
stop.
yeah.
Drops grenades,
It's that one right there.
turns around
Go
on a
ahead and click
dime
that.
with the flamethrower. That Batman murdered a lot of people,
Yeah, they talk about that often, about the murders.
especially in the second one. He killed a lot of people.
I love the Pete Holmes old College Humor Badman videos.
Yeah.
He's like, I'm not killing them. I'm putting them to sleep. They're very tuckered out from fighting me.
All right, Derek, what do you got for your next pick?
Next pick, three's hard because I'm like, do I want to go car because there's so many sick cars in movies?
Yeah.
Or do I want to like get more creative with it? I'm gonna go with kind of the same thing you said, but I'm gonna go more nerdy with it a little bit. I'm gonna go with Gundam.
Okay.
There's a million movies out, a million versions of the series since like the 80s. But the OG Gundam movie, it's just sick, man. Like it's this giant robot. It's got a laser sword. There's a laser theme with me. It's this big ass shield. And there's so many custom versions of a Gundam you can go based off of just the original one. I think they're just sick. And I remember having the Gundam like not Legos, but like action figures as a kid. They're always just sick to customize and everything else.
Cavill, isn't he making one?
A Gundam?
Yeah.
I don't know that, but I'm getting tired of him. I'm getting real fed up with Henry Cavill.
Cavill fatigue.
No,
HC?
I'm jealous. He
Big
gets all the good stuff, dude. You get to be Superman. You get to be The Witcher. Now you're getting a Gundam. You get to be in Warhammer. Why not Derek? I'm trying to campaign for myself here.
No, he's not involved. I'm sorry. That's my mistake.
Is anybody in? Oh, is Taika Waititi involved?
I don't know.
Someone's involved in Gundam. Someone who also no, Taika was involved in Akira.
Why not Derek?
And we never got that. Why not Derek?
Why not me?
We can get that on a T-shirt
Come
pretty
on.
quick for you.
Right?
Why not
Thank
Derek?
you.
All
Thank
right,
you.
so I'm gonna just take the cheat code one. Why not get a car that goes back in time, goes into the future?
Gotta
I'm gonna
say
take the DeLorean from Back to the Future.
I mean, you have to. It belongs up there.
Yeah, I'll tell you what though, Back to the
Good
Future
choice.
is not in my favorite film series. Don't like them.
Really?
No,
I watched them a lot growing up.
I think Marty's kind of a bitch. Like all the time, he's
You
a
think
bitch.
he's chicken?
I think you can call me chicken.
I think he's
Same.
yellow.
Or yellow?
Yeller.
Yeah, I just never liked the character. I hated him.
What about Biff?
I identify with Biff.
Yeah, I thought so.
What?
Terry, what do you
I thought you got bullied. Were you a bully this whole time?
Nah, I definitely
Did
got
we let a
bullied.
bully into the studio?
I got bullied.
What about
Okay.
the third one where they use a train? Like, that was sick. They're in the Old West, and the
Yeah.
doc stays there. Almost made me cry, man.
I mean, it is a more intense movie than like is ready for a child
For sure.
at the time. Like it is definitely. I think it would hit people like 10 years your senior a little different than maybe it hit you and us, just because like there's murders in that. You know, it's not a kids movie, but they sure as hell treat it like it's a kids movie.
I thought it was a kid's movie.
Yeah.
I watched it all the time. I loved it.
I remember the cartoon series. You remember the
Yeah.
cartoon series?
Yeah. Remember the ride? There's one at
Yep.
Universal. You get like in a DeLorean and you go through like this cheesy PowerPoint just presentation of history, but it's awesome.
Oh,
All right.
sounds great.
It's a good time if you're 6 years old.
All right, Terry, what do you got?
Iron Man. I'm considering the Iron Man armor to be a vehicle.
Okay.
So, yeah, I want to be a hero. I want repulsor blasts. I want to fly around. I want to bang models. I want to do the whole Iron Man thing. So, I love first of all, let's talk about the film too. Iron Man, the movie, is rock solid, 10 out of 10, start to finish. That's one of those classic, like, just perfect movies. Even if you don't like the villain that much, it's okay. This was before that really mattered. It was just, here's a slice of life of this guy. Here's a great origin story. Nobody ever gives that movie credit for being a legitimate, good, well-paced origin story.
Yeah.
Like a lot of people get stuck in the weeds or whatnot. This thing's moving at a clip. You know, we're a bad guy, and then we've got our dad's buddy who we're in business with. We go overseas. We're a cool playboy. We have our meeting with, you know, the person that's going to change our life during his death. Life change, and all that before he becomes a superhero. And we're just moving. We're not even 30 minutes in.
Yeah, it's sick, man.
But the best part of that film is smart guy working on stuff. That's my favorite trope in any movie, is just a smart guy trying to figure shit out and things going wrong. When he's experimenting with the Mach 2 armor, that's just a great scene. But the fact that he's created himself a body vehicle that, first and foremost, moves really quickly. Like, it is a jet. You know, I think the weapons and the super strength and everything is secondary to how that thing moves, and the fact that he can whip around the city as fast as possible. I think
they
it's
showed
great.
it too with the jets. He smoked those two jets without any problem.
Yeah.
Like, it was very dominant in the air.
Yeah, that's a sick pick, Terry Bear.
Well,
Sick
what do you
pick.
think about the Iron Man as a vehicle? What do you all think about it?
I support it. You get inside of it, it encases you, and it has jets.
Sounds dirty.
We don't know how the bathroom works.
Are we talking about like the first armor, or are you talking about he's pulling on the thing on the strings, and then all this like
You're talking the suitcase
magic
one?
armor comes out? Fucking when it turned into magic in the last one.
I'm talking the Mach 2. I'm talking the red and gold that he develops after freeing himself, but before we get into Iron Man 2, where he's got the suitcase armor,
Which is awesome. That's
which is also awesome.
He has the best suit up sequences in those movies.
Yeah. Yeah, I would take it. That's a
We'll allow
vehicle. Yeah.
All right.
I agree.
Keith.
Yeah.
Keith, what do you got?
All right, so I'm going to, this is a be very cliche, but if you're now, hear me out. I think that movie started a movement in the car scene that, was kind of like dead and people didn't really know about cars or anything. For me, it almost taught me how to be financially responsible because I wanted to buy cars like that. So it taught you how to like save money because you wanted to be the cool guy in Fast and Furious. So not necessarily one specific car in that movie, but just the fact that whole saga started really like the car scene for any young person that was like getting their driver's license, getting their permit. It was a cool thing to be, so I'd just say Fast and Furious for sure.
They're bringing that back too. They're taking it.
Is,
Sorry, Keith. They're bringing that back too. They're bringing it back. The next one to like Los Angeles, to street car racing.
I'm excited for
Are we
that.
still getting DVD players?
Dude, I
Did
wish.
you realize that first movie is about backdoor DVD players?
Yeah.
Yep.
What? And now they're in space.
Yeah, man. They jumped the shark so long ago.
Yeah.
I bought that on VHS.
Yeah.
Wow.
Hell yeah.
DVD players.
Yeah.
Do you guys remember how big of a deal it was when it was Too Fast, Too Furious came out? I
Yeah.
feel like I was like, yes.
That was my introduction to Eva Mendes, and it was wonderful.
Okay,
Most beautiful woman in the world.
Let's take a break. This is a new segment. What was your introduction to Eva Mendes?
Too Fast,
hold
Too
on.
Furious.
Eva Mendes, we got to talk about this. What do you remember about her from Too Fast, Too Furious? And did you see this before you saw, what's the Denzel movie?
Oh, where he's
Training Day.
Training Day. Did you see her in Too Fast, Too Furious or Training Day first?
Too Fast, Too Furious.
Okay.
Training.
What was your introduction to Eva Mendes?
Same.
No. I'm asking him.
Well, dude, she's a secret spy. She's a double agent.
Yeah.
And she's powerful, but she's beautiful, sexy, most ridiculous smile, and a playful face and imagination.
That is a great introduction.
What was yours?
It's the Training Day scene when Denzel kicks a door open and it's like, get on the ground, not get on the ground, but like get the fuck out of the way or something like that. And she's like she's backing away and she's wicked naked, which is pretty cool. But yeah, the Training Day sequence I remember. But then meeting her again in the movie Hitch.
I was just going to say it.
That was the
Hitch? Eva?
win. Yeah.
Prime Eva.
Prime Eva. What was your Prime Eva?
I guess Too
This could be a
Fast,
whole
Too
podcast.
Furious, but I don't have the infatuation that you do.
What are you talking about?
Did
Everyone.
you see the other guys?
Listen,
Yeah.
She was 10 years older than that.
The joke was that she's too hot.
look how angry they all are. Listen, I'm not giving her shit. Great lady, pretty ladies doing awesome
Pretty
work.
lady.
You guys are like nuts, though. You're foaming at the mouth right now.
Can we pull a picture up of Eva
Eva
Mendes, please?
Yeah, you're in some sort of time
Eric,
warp.
I want
No,
you
I
to
slept.
look at the picture
There's no
that pops up
disrespect.
and say that she's disgusting.
That's not what I'm saying.
Say that right into
She's
that
not
picture.
disgusting. She's a very pretty lady.
Most beautiful woman in the world. Take it. Come on.
Sweet Jesus.
She's
Eric.
fine. She's got that mole thing. I don't know.
Oh my God.
Are you critiquing Eva
Yeah.
over a mole?
Yeah.
Cindy Crawford had a mole in the 90s. She was
Yeah.
the most beautiful woman in the world.
Yeah. Not a fan.
What are we talking about?
Derek.
I just love watching you.
Derek.
Did you get a chance for Keith to see that?
What do you?
Dude, she was full shit. Other guys, man. I would say it would be peak Eva Mendes.
Yeah. Dude.
I love her and
and
the
can
other
we
guys
talk-
so much.
Dude,
She's
she was
so
also in
funny.
a movie with Mark Wahlberg.
They're all like really big.
She's
Other than the other guys?
couch. Isn't it Mark Wahlberg or
What do you mean? They hook up on the couch?
What are you
Yeah.
talking about? The other guys?
no? The one where his
No.
dad's a cop and his brother's
Oh, it's his brother Joaquin.
Joaquin Phoenix.
We own the night.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that is peak Eva. We don't probably
I
shouldn't have to
still
pull
say
it.
Hitch.
Don't cry. Imps, don't cry.
Look at this.
Yeah, that
Alright,
is
so-
Prime Eva.
Yeah. All right, Derek. So you have another pick?
I do.
Let's get
I
back
do.
to this.
My
All right.
God, guys. It's hard to pick just three.
She's married to Gosling.
He's fine.
Jesus Christ. Go ahead, Derek.
Look at their brains just break. Oh my God. For my last pick, this is tough. Shit. I got so many in my head right now. I don't know which one I want to go with. I'm gonna go. Do I want to be really weird or not?
Well, let me ask you this. The purpose of this
Ooh.
is top 3 films with vehicles or just favorite vehicles from
Let's say
Film.
the vehicle from the film.
Okay.
The vehicle from the film. Okay. Shit. I'm gonna get real weird with this one. I'm gonna go with the castle from Howl's Moving Castle.
That's good.
I love that thing. Studio Ghibli. Or
Did we lose the
Ghibli,
boys?
That's it. They're gone.
We lost them.
They're
Okay.
gone. But if you love those movies, it's super cool. This dude has his own castle that's like mechanical, and he can move it everywhere he goes. And it's just this giant, like almost steampunk fantasy, like monstrosity. And I just saw that as a kid. I thought that was really sick. The people that know what that is will really appreciate it. Some other people are going, "You nerd," but it's Muscle Geeks. I'm allowed to be a geek.
Yeah, that's what
That's
we're supposed to do. All right, I'm going to go with Ecto 1.
Nice.
Awesome.
Just imagine you're chasing ghosts. There's no better vehicle. Also, you're allowed to go through the streets of New York with sirens running, which has to be pretty cool. And it has a little thing, a door that opens up and pops out a chair where you can shoot out from it.
That is really cool. And I
Yeah,
wish that
I
was
love that.
incorporated in like my Jeep.
What would you
Right?
grab though?
A hose or squirt gun or something. just
Yeah, I don't think
just
that's. I
something
think
to
that's
do
why
with
they don't
other
do that.
drivers. It'd be funny.
Okay.
Good pick. Good pick.
What do you got there?
Well, I have 2 actually. So one is the actual vehicle itself, and then the other is when this topic was brought up, I was just thinking of, what is a movie where the vehicle is of prime importance, where it's like the most important thing. And the one that I thought of was the bus from Speed. Like that's a great vehicle movie in that you're stuck on that bus the whole time. It is intense somehow. It's moving at a clip and you're confined in this space where other people are in trouble. So the bus from Speed has a special place in my heart because just when I think of vehicle movies, I automatically think of that. Great setup, simple story, easy to execute. You got your boy Keanu. But one of the vehicles that I was like, I kind of want that, or I might want to be part of that, or I was inspired, was the tank from Fury.
That was going to be one of my. That's what I was between. I was going to go with the tank from Fury. That's
I
so
like
good.
the tank from Fury because it's a team that's in there, and it's like a ragtag group of like, we just got to get out of here and survive type of movie. But it takes pauses because they have a tank. If you have a tank, you can pause every once in a while
Yeah.
and take a minute to kind of look around because you have the baddest ass machine out there. But I think the movie also helps because it's like that's the only thing protecting them from hordes of Nazis is just that giant metal machine. So I would absolutely love the tank from Fury.
Great
Good
pick.
pick.
And the last fight scene was incredible.
Yeah, it was.
Mm-hmm.
So good.
All right, Keith, what do you got? Final pick.
All right. So I'm going to hammer down on the last point about important the vehicle, and I'm going to go with Mad Max.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So the specific vehicle would be the 1973 Ford Falcons from the original Mad Max film, and that's the one that has
Hell
the
yeah.
supercharged sit for the hood. And every time that guy would engage a supercharger, you would hear the whine, and it was basically like ass kicking time. So it was almost like when Blade got blood and like the music kicked on and he started just kicking ass. It was like the same thing for Matt. But
That's true.
when it came to Mad Max, that whole series, like vehicles were your lifeline. Like you had to go out and scavenge and find stuff, or if you were a bad guy, you go rob people and steal their vehicles or whatever. So I think just Mad Max in general, like symbolizes just vehicles being the important, the whole movie, really.
Yeah, that's actually a really good
specifically
point.
that Ford Falcon, man.
That's a great point.
love
Even
that
some of the
Falcon.
stuff, the designs they do to even like the later movies, where like they had those long
geez.
poles and they're
Incredible.
bouncing from like
like the
spot to
semis
spot.
and everything are so sick.
All the vehicles are like just hooked up, like so post-apocalyptic.
I want
Yeah,
that
they're
Ford
great.
Falcon so
Could you
bad.
imagine being in that area? Like the Ford Falcon was incredible. I mean, that car is just badass in general, but like in like Mad Max, like the Road Warrior, like the scenes where they were fighting that 18-wheeler, the fuel tanker, and like all the spikes sticking out of it, and like they were using crossbows, and they were literally fighting on this vehicle going like full speed, like just trying to run away. It was like an awesome movie to watch.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a great,
Yeah,
that's
awesome
a great
pick.
I also love that George Miller, the director of that, was just looking around Australia of like, what do I make a movie about? And there was just all of these old shitty cars. So he had to like create a story around the fact that there were these, like derelict junkyard cars, and he had to figure out like what's a way that would make this cool or make this interesting. Hence like the steampunk style of things, and being like, well, in the apocalypse, if it had a motor, you were alive, and that's
Yeah.
it. It just needed to run, and then it was then it became road rage after that.
Yeah, those were sick.
And just stealing gasoline. It was just the fight for gasoline and
Yeah.
survival. It was awesome.
There you go. Honorable mention. I got to say the Millennium Falcon.
Yeah, I saw that come up.
I can't
over
not
here.
say it.
Yeah.
I love
Yeah.
Star Wars so much.
I'm going to, just my honorable mention, I'm going to say Kevin Costner's boat in Waterworld.
Well, I was also
was
just
fucking
thinking
awesome.
about
I was
Waterworld.
thinking about Waterworld.
Boat was awesome.
whole time.
He was able to pee water, like had a machine that would turn his piss into water.
Wasn't that more about the machine than
Dude, he was badass. He was fighting smokers, the jet skiers.
Remember when they had
Love
the
that
jet
movie.
skis underwater, waiting, anchored, and they just wham, come up?
How long were they under there?
I don't know. Listen, I'm not a jet ski mechanic, but I don't think that's how that works. I'm pretty sure that's not
There's
how
no
that
way
works.
that's possible.
Yeah, I don't do marine mechanics, but something's not right.
I'm looking over at the chat. Who's Mr. Fancy Sauce? Is that a new friend?
Fancy Sauce. Welcome to the chat, Mr. Fancy Sauce.
I don't know who's Mr. Fancy Sauce.
I like the name, Mr. Fancy Sauce.
Probably friends of Mr. Milquetoast.
Potentially.
All right,
Milk
guys,
toast
so
and
let's-
Fancy Sauce.
Let's hop over to Hero or Zero segment. So we brought it back. It's time for Hero Zero. This is a segment where we look at the biggest upcoming movies and decide if they're soar as heroes or crash as zeros. From budgets to trailers to gut instinct, we're calling our shots now before the box office proves us right or wrong. So the first movie is called The Smashing Machine, real life story of an MMA legend, Mark Kerr, capturing his rise in the fighting world while battling addiction and personal demons. It's directed by Benny Safdie. The film stars Dwayne Johnson in one of his most dramatic and vulnerable roles yet. With emotion and gritty lens on the fight game, this biopic aims to show a side of The Rock fans have never seen. So anyway, the release date already came out. It was October 3rd, and the budget was $50 million. Derek, hero or zero?
Zero.
It came out a week ago, or last
Listen,
weekend, so we know.
I've been so busy. I haven't hardly seen any screens in like the past week or so. But you can watch one of our previous episodes. I'm tired of The Rock. I have Rock fatigue and I'm over it. I want this to do well. I think it's a good start for him to go into a more dramatic role,
Yeah.
but I don't think he has it in him. I don't think it's going to do that great. I think the initial start will be good because of, him being a WWE superstar and some of the following that he has. I think that will help, but I don't think it's going to be great. I'm saying zero.
Terry?
This segment is box office hero, right?
No.
Because
Well, yeah, it should be.
Yeah, because like I've said before, I think this will be a cinematic hero and a box office zero. Like I think that the whole point of this movie,
50 million
Derek, I
budget.
believe, was to stop your fatigue. I think this was The
agree.
Rock trying for the first time to
Agreed.
play a character who's not The Rock, and supposedly he did it. Supposedly he did it quite well. And I listened to a podcast where Mark Kerr was talking about it, and he was like, it's a wild transformation. He's doing things that I've never told anybody that I do. Like he has certain tics and stuff. But I have always wanted to see The Rock try. I've always said that's the big difference between him and Arnold and Stallone, and that ilk is all of them went looking for an Oscar eventually. This could be that for The Rock. I don't think it needed to make money either. I think all this needed to do was to showcase The Rock as an actual actor and not you can put The Rock in a movie and I will be The Rock.
Yeah.
So I'm hoping that it's that. I haven't seen it yet. The reviews are mixed, I've heard, actually. But everyone seems to be praising The Rock. I love Benny Safdie. He's great. This would be the first movie I've seen of his that's not with his brother. The Safdie brothers were the ones who made Uncut Gems with Adam Sandler. That crazy movie. And then the one with Robert Pattinson before that. I can't remember the name. Like High Times or something. But both of those are anxiety-inducing movies. Like crazy anxiety. So one of the brothers going over and taking a leap. Who knows? I hope it's good. I hope it does well. And I hope The Rock is done being The Rock and will take this as a necessary step forward in his career.
All right.
Okay.
But I don't think he's going to make enough money.
Keith, on a $50 million budget, what do you think? Hero or Zero, the Smashing Machine?
I think it's going to be a hero. I think people like real life stories. Whether you guys liked it or not, I liked The Wrestler, even though that wasn't based off of technically sort of was, but I think people like real story, and and UFC is really hot, so I think it's gonna do well just based off of the case of UFC. I mean, as far as The Rock goes, he's not the best actor, but I'd like to see what he's got.
Yeah, all right. And then
Right on.
I'll just say, look, I already know that the box office, because it came out this past weekend, it didn't do very well.
How?
I don't know. And
How did it not do well?
I don't.
I'm asking you.
The movie, but just might not be that very good. Rock fatigue might just be very real, where people are just tired of seeing him, even if it's in a role that's not normally his. I know that his daughter came out and said some stuff that some people might not agree with or protest about. So people might be protesting The Rock because of that. I don't know if that's true. That's a little made up, but a lot of reasons why. But I want to see this movie. I want this movie to be something where The Rock actually gets considered all right, you can do something else. This is his Sylvester Stallone in Copland, where you saw more range from an action actor. But yeah, I think it's going to bomb.
Yeah.
What is happening currently?
Or money wise?
Yeah.
I'll look it up. Derek, do you want to read the second one? I'll look it up.
Yeah, check that out. And then we'll jump into our second movie for Hero or Zero.
I can actually jump in between. I was wrong on the previous Hero or Zero, which was The Long Walk. I said that The Long Walk was not going to do well. They made that movie on $20 million, and it made $44 million. So technically, it probably made about $4 million for everybody. And supposedly it's really, really good. So I was wrong on the
Called it,
previous
baby.
one. Hopefully I'm
Yeah.
wrong again
I
here.
really want to see it.
So they grossed $6 million this weekend.
Wide release?
Well,
Yeah.
I'm going to be wrong.
3,300
Oh,
theaters.
thanks, Chris.
Yeah. $6 million in its opening weekend. Yeah, that's not
Why?
good.
That I know
Maybe
exactly.
it's not good.
I know exactly why. You shouldn't have released it in theaters.
Like a streamer?
They should have released it.
I think we're living in a world where, to what John said, I think maybe with The Rock fatigue, but I think a lot of people are just tired of people politicizing that don't need to be politicized and what people say.
Yeah.
Just in Japan movie, and unfortunately, I think people aren't going to go watch because of that stupid shit.
Yeah.
It's a real thing. It sucks. I'm tired of it too.
I know, but I'm betting on people's laziness. I think what we need to get to is going to the movies is too much of a hassle, and it's not always a good experience,
It's
right?
also
Sometimes
expensive
people are
now.
talking and whatnot. So if you could just get movies like this to do $5 digital releases, I bet you would make more. I will bet you would make more money doing on a movie like this, where it's like, it's not a comic book movie. It's not a huge thing. It's not going to fill seats. Just release it for $5 at home. I will pay for that. And I would give it directly to like the movie producer, cut everybody out. Just release it as a $5 movie. You pay literally $24.
Tom Cruise will hate you. Tom Cruise wants everyone in the theaters.
Sure. But then this
I was
happens.
going to say Tom Cruise just needs to make more movies.
Every theater, every movie is Tom Cruise.
I just think it's over. I think there's the big movies, and then everything else, figure out a way to make money digitally on streaming where I don't have to go, and like leave my house. I would love to see a movie like this. Am I going to shell out $60 for it? If you're bringing someone and you want like a drink or a soda.
Right. It's so expensive to go now.
Yeah.
Like,
So
what
I
if
get-
I want
maybe I
Whoppers
get it.
and Nerds gummy clusters? I got to pick one.
Well, you got to go to CVS on your way.
No, you buy the candy at the theater. You support the cinema.
That a boy.
They don't
That a
support
boy.
me.
Keeping the economy alive. All right. Moving on to number 2. Tron. Ares follows a sophisticated digital program, Ares, who is sent from the grid into the real world on a dangerous mission, sparking humanity's first direct contact with AI beings. The film aims to expand the franchise by blending neon tech spectacle with emotional stakes as Ares' journey forces both sides to reassess what it means to be alive. Jeff Bridges returns as Kevin Flynn, while Jared Leto leads as Ares in his fresh direction for the series. Terry Bear?
So it releases October 10th, and it's a $150 million rumored budget.
Thank you. Yep.
No way. It's going to be a 0. I don't think this is going to get its money back. Although I did not show up for Tron Legacy, and I don't know if the world showed up for Tron Legacy. So I could be wrong there, but I'm pretty sure the original Tron was a failure. I think Legacy was considered a failure, and I just don't know. There's not enough in here to get me to the theater to see this. So I'm going to say it's a 0, but what else is coming out on October 10th would be the question, because some people
Nothing.
just go do a thing.
Nothing worthy of the Hero Zero
Honest
list.
Halloween attractions are going to happening. That's the problem.
Keith, what do you think
right.
about this movie, Hero or Zero?
I think it's going to be a 0. I thought the Tron Legacy was good. I just think anytime you do sequels and you kind of go down this road, especially with the size of that budget, that's going to be tough.
Yeah. Derek?
Yeah, I loved Tron Legacy. I thought that was a great movie. I watched it a million times when it came out, but I don't feel good about this one. I got really excited, and then I saw Jared Leto, and the dude's cursed. I don't think he's meant for this role. I get a look at him and get angry. Like, I just don't think he's that good of an actor.
If he was in your grade school growing
I'm still
up.
ashamed of him being Joker.
Yeah, that was
Yeah,
a
I'm
terrible
ashamed
Joker.
of mad.
Just
I'm
so
still
bad.
angry about it.
That was
Yeah,
terrible.
and you should be. It was awful.
He should apologize to Joker.
Yeah. Ugh. Yeah. If I was in grade
If
school,
he was in your grade school and he touched your Pokemon game.
listen, man, let's get something straight. First off, I was not a bully.
Keith, past 3 weeks, this guy has told stories about in the childhood when someone touched his toys and the ass whooping he's giving them.
Not touching toys. They're being little dicks. And listen, not to me. Not really, like, sorry, I ain't taking it. Jared Leto probably could have got put in the dirt. I'm just saying, he touches my Game Boy Color, erases my Pokemon file. He's gonna know what happened.
This poster looks a lot like Morbius.
Yeah.
A lot
Yeah.
like Morbius.
Yeah, I don't feel good about
I
him.
think it's over.
Stick to 30
Yeah.
Seconds to Mars. You're putting good music out there.
I don't
But
think anyone asked
that's it.
for a Tron sequel.
yeah, are
And I don't
kids
think
into
anyone,
this?
I know no one asked for a third one. No way.
Well, let me. okay, let me jump on Jared's side real quick. This is supposedly a passion project for him that he's been trying to get made. So I think it's just the idea of getting it made, of like, I like Tron and I'm going to do everything to get a Tron movie made. And I think that's pretty cool to just say, I want this, so I'm going to do whatever I can to try and have it made.
Yeah.
So I don't think it'll succeed, but I admire the effort. I admire the spirit of, this one's for me, and I'm going to figure out how to get a giant studio to support me on this quest.
Yeah, I'm going to watch it. Like, I love
I'm not.
Tron. Like, I'm going to check it
It's
out.
cool. It's a lot. It's going to be visually beautiful.
Yeah,
it's going to be
it's
awesome
fun.
to watch.
The soundtracks are usually really great.
Yeah.
It's going to be a good time.
I
Maybe.
think too much in this stuff. So like with that movie, I'm like, how can computer
I'm
programs
going for the action
have-
sequences. Like, I want to
like
see what that's like.
how does their brain work? Like how do they have like you know what I mean? Like how do they have free will? How do they have full like autonomy?
Well,
In the original, it's master control, right?
Yeah.
That they're subservient to the master control, which is a real part in a computer.
right.
And Bridges goes in and meets Tron, or Bridges
No.
is Tron?
No, Tron was programmed by Bridges.
Mhm.
Right.
Right.
And I know most about it from Kingdom Hearts.
Dude, that's a great world in Kingdom Hearts.
Yeah,
Love that. Laser Keyblade.
absolutely. It's a great scene, and I learned a lot
Love
about
it.
Tron because of it.
All right,
Man,
let's
that's awesome.
wrap this up
All
because he's
right.
got to go to bed.
Sorry, Keith. All right. Moving on to our last hero or zero. The Black Phone 2 follows Gwen, now tormented by vivid dreams, calls from a disconnected phone as she and her brother Finney journey to a snowbound youth camp to uncover how the grabber's influence still haunts them. Directed by Scott Derrickson, the sequel leans harder into supernatural horror, pushing the boundaries between nightmare and reality. As the siblings confront their past and the evil beyond death, the stakes grow, both personal and monstrous.
So long.
Wow.
It's so
Thanks,
long.
Woo. Anyway.
Yeah.
All right. Keith, how do you feel about the Black Phone 2, brother?
No, wait. It releases on October 17th, and there's a budget of 16 to 18 million.
Nice.
Thank you.
I think, given the month that it's being released, but like, I don't know. I feel like they're trying to do too much with the movie. I feel like they're trying to make like Scream with a combination of Nightmare on Elm Street.
Yeah.
You know, like it's like stick to one type of horror. But I don't know. Given the fact it's like a low budget movie, coming out in October, I mean, people will probably get shot. I would still like, personally for me, I'd say 0, because I just think sequels for horror movies tend to not do great.
Yeah, I'm gonna say Hero, only because the first one was so good, and no one expected it to be good. Maybe it should say 0 then. Maybe everyone's expecting it to be good. I don't know.
It's a thinker.
I'm gonna say Hero because I like the first one a lot. The trailer is heavily, it seems like, inspired by Nightmare on Elm Street, and like the fact that they're going to a lake, kind of like Camp
Yeah.
Crystal Lake from Friday the 13th. But I like that genre of horror. Like I like just a bad guy murking kids. Like that's the kind of horror I want to watch. And
right.
like it has to be like that. But I know that the first one, it didn't really hit on whether or not it was mythical. Well, it kind of did at the end, but this one, it's like full, this is mythical. So we'll see if fans are drawn to that. What do you think, Terry?
I think this is an automatic hero because this is one of those rare movies that was birthed into the existence because the first one was such a massive hit. The first one was made on, what did you say the budget was? 12 to 18 million on this one?
Yeah, 16 to 18 based on the budget of the first film and reports.
First film, $16 to $18 million budget. It made $160 million. It doesn't matter if this flops. Because even if they spent $20 million out of the $120 million profit, That's probably why it's so weird. They can do whatever they want with this. But I love a low budget horror movie that knows what it is and stays low budget. I think it's going to win based on the numbers alone. First Black Phone was phenomenal.
Great movie.
And I think they might be doing the Saw game of like, it's October, here comes a Black Phone. And just kind of playing into the fact that it's a ghost story, it's a true horror. And we already had the first one that was kind of like an oddity. Now we all know what it is. Or at least the studio's willing to tell us what it is. Yeah. And like, you're coming in for real horror, have fun, grab your seat. But what the people might not know is that first one, also directed by Scott Derrickson, was well crafted. That is a beautiful working movie. Little bit of a script issue in that the girl is suddenly psychic for no reason. But I let it pass because the rest of the movie is so tight and so interesting. And it's got your favorite thing, 1970s kids punching each other in the face, hitting each other with rocks, like murking.
You know, the trailers didn't ruin the movie for me either. The trailers completely threw me off of what the movie was, which I appreciate.
Yeah.
I think too much is shown in trailers these days, and it just ruins the movie, ruins the whole experience, because like you've watched the movie from almost start to finish.
Yeah, I agree with everything Terry said. I think it has everything working for it. The late October release, right in Halloween season, the first one, such a smash hit.
People love phones.
People love a phone.
Yeah, and what did Milktoast say in the chat?
The creepy
you have
masks.
to 2.5x the money that you put in to make a profit.
Yeah, yeah, they're gonna crush it. And I'm hoping it's really good. Maybe we get to learn more about the grabber. You know, figure out what he's about. Like, is he now supernatural? Because like, he wasn't quite the first time, but now he's dead, and now he's coming back.
Or is this like PTSD?
I don't know, but I'm gonna watch.
You know, you don't want that. You don't like PTSD.
Did he get eaten by the phone?
I think my biggest for the movie is though, like Conjure, right? Like that was film stories allegedly, and the Conjuring was like, it scared me. It actually like, you know, got a little like jumpy, but then everyone wanted to have that not good. Like, I don't know. I mean, the film was great. I hope this is great, but we'll see.
It's true.
Fair. Oh, right on.
Yeah, I don't want the product to get watered down, but eventually I guess that happens.
Yeah, I think I just really hope movies start doing this. So, by the way, the Black Phone visually looks great. So if you can make something that looks like that on $16 to $18 million, what are we doing with $400 million? What are we doing?
Yeah.
What is it going to? I mean, clearly actors' salaries and producers' fees and things like that, but this is the hope for cinema. And it's also the reason why I have no hope for cinema, because Smashing Machine should be doing better based on this same idea. Because it's The Rock's in it for $50 million. I'd say that's equal to an Ethan Hawke being in a $10 million movie. The Rock being in a 50. Like if you look at the...
Ethan Hawke's on a tear right now.
He's a beast. He's always been a beast.
Love Ethan Hawke, but I'm saying...
I also love what he's been saying online recently of like, acting with actors is so much better than acting with people who have large followings on social media. He's like, that's not good enough. He's like, De Niro did not have a huge following, therefore he was good in Taxi Driver. He was a great actor. And he's just all about like, get actors back in acting roles and get, you know, influencers out of this medium so that we can take it seriously again.
Yeah.
I agree with that fully. And I'm excited for this movie.
All right. So, Keith, we have a powerlifting meet coming up. So why don't you talk a little bit about that for the people that watch this video from now until then? Why don't we talk a little bit about it?
Hell yeah.
So, and you guys in the powerlifting, we're going to be taking our first stab at hosting a powerlifting meet. It's the USDA Dawn of the Deadlift, all 3 lifts. There's even teach division, so people can actually enter the meet, and then you can come spectate it. We take place at the Westchester location on October 25th. We're going to have multiple vendors there. Rispari, who's, you know, the original Arnold Classic bodybuilding champion, he's going to be there. So there's going to be a lot of cool stuff going on. And like I said, it's going to be our first shot at hosting it like this. So I hope all you guys.
Absolutely. And follow us at alpha_flight_fitness.
Yeah, just like that very sexy shirt right
That's
there.
Swamp Thing shirt.
Look at that.
Swamp Thing
Yeah,
shirt.
cool.
Swamp Thing. Yeah, look at that. You could look like that if you buy that T-shirt.
That's true. That's true.
Yes.
All right, Keith. Well, thanks for coming on, dude. I know you got to get to
Guys,
bed.
thanks for having me. It's fun.
See you, man.
Later, dude.
All right, see ya.
And then
All right, Keith, everybody.
there's Keith.
And there's a ceiling.
All right, guys. So the 2 new segments
Yep.
that we got going on here, NintenBros and DBZ.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's get nerdy.
Where do you want to go
Talk
first?
nerdy to me.
Well, listen, let's just go NintenBros because we probably think that's when we run the longest here.
All right. Let's do some NintenBros.
NintenBros!
So every
All right.
week, Derek and Terry come up with a topic that they want to discuss, talk about, or just discuss while talking about it.
Yeah.
This week we're going to talk about what are we going to talk about, Derek?
We're talking about Diddy Kong Racing versus Mario Kart 64.
Very specific matchup.
Yes. Hyper specific. This is not the franchise. This is these exact games.
Yes.
Mario Kart 64 versus Diddy Kong Racing. You want to start? You want me to start?
Okay. So some these games came out maybe 2 years apart from each other, maybe 1 year apart from
Diddy
each other.
Kong was 1997. And I think Mario Kart 64, wasn't that like 99?
No,
was
Mario
it
because
like-
Mario
or
Kart was
it'd be
before
earlier.
Zelda, or Mario Kart was before Ocarina, and Ocarina was 98.
Then that'd be 90. It'd probably also have to be 97 then.
So Diddy Kong, 1997.
Mario Kart.
Let's get the answers before the internet yells at us.
Oh wait, we have internet.
It's the internet.
1996.
96.
Okay,
So that's
so Mario
before.
Kart was before.
Welcome to Mario Kart.
Excellent. Okay. So Mario Kart and Diddy Kong Racing are 2 kart racers. Kart racing had been defined already by Super Mario Kart on the Super Nintendo. We all knew a Mario Kart 64 was coming. We were all excited for it. Comes out, delivers. Great game.
Awesome game.
Great game. Introduces a new mechanic called the E-brake, where a bunch of E's will show up. If you kind of glide into something, you release it, you get a boost. Everything from the Super Nintendo game is back, just better. It's got all the weapons and power-ups. There's a battle mode that's super fun. It's just a blast. There's the Grand Prix where there's a bunch of racers, and it's childhood friendly and fun. But you're in a kart, just a kart.
Mm-hmm.
Diddy Kong Racing blows the fucking doors open by allowing you to have a hovercraft and a plane. That plane had no right to have as good as handles as it did in a racing game, to be the first of its kind, a flying racer like that.
Yeah, dude.
And it fucking nailed it. It's so good. However, the Diddy Kong Racing difficulty scale skyrockets to the point where it's not fun at all. Mario Kart 64, I think, has a perfect difficulty scaling mechanism where you can enjoy it all the way from 50cc up to the special circuit, which I think was just called the reverse circuit at the time. But all the
Yes.
tracks went backwards and it was at 150cc. But you felt like you could handle it. Diddy Kong fucking Racing put me personally into one of the worst fights of my life versus the enemy of that game, Whizpig.
Whizpig is a menace. He's
Okay.
so hard.
I had never
Oh.
fought now this is a new mechanic that Diddy Kong Racing gave us. I had never fought a boss in a racing game. How cool. Not fun at all when you get to
No,
the
man.
end. It is so hard and so difficult that I remember screaming, breaking controllers, and giving up for years on this game and having to go back as an older man of 10 and go back and try and attack it. And I think it took me until I was 12 to actually beat this thing. And the rest of the game is so fun. So fun. And they throw this unbeatable challenge at the end. And of course, what do you get when you beat him? A new character.
Yep.
And so I can't play as the new character with, I think, is a big ass chicken
Yeah. You get the chicken.
because I can't get through it. But eventually I did. So is Diddy Kong Racing better than Mario Kart? In some ways, yes. In some ways, no. I would be a happier person if Diddy Kong Racing never existed. I can say that.
Wow. That game really affected you.
It did. It was rare, which were originally Rareware, kept putting out games that had these undefeatable last bosses, all in the N64. So there was this game, Diddy Kong Racing, and then there was Jet Force Gemini, which is one of my absolute favorite games.
Love that game.
Again, amazing until the final boss battle, at which point the difficulty ratchets up to 11 and makes it like unplayable and unfun.
So shout out to Rare for Perfect Dark. Loved Perfect Dark for N64. But yeah.
Yeah,
dude,
that fucking guy, Mizar. Ugh.
oh yeah, he was hard as hell, brother. But yeah, back to Diddy Kong versus Mario Kart. Everything you said, I pretty much agree with. I think we're usually on the same page when it comes to these things. Mario Kart 64 is so awesome. Like, I remember playing that with all my friends on the N64 growing up. Like, people would have like a few of you over, get some pizza, play Mario Kart 64 all night, or until our parents kicked us outside.
Mm-hmm.
But I think Diddy Kong is the better game. But it does get hard, man. But if you have friends to play with the multiplayer, you can do that over and over and over again, because you get to, like, I've never seen anything like this where you can be hovercraft, plane, car, but also they got so creative with the level design that you could be any one of those three on any map and it would have a course for you. In some courses, it would benefit you more to have one or the other. But it was cool, man, because you'd be like flying the plane and looking down and you could see like maybe a way you didn't notice in the cart before, or you could see a little bit of a shortcut or some power-ups that you couldn't get to before. So it's just a lot of fun to do it that way. And also, if you're playing with your friends and you're the plane and you're the hovercraft and you whoop their ass, you shit talk so hard. Like, oh, I beat you with the hovercraft? Like, oh, you suck. You suck. But WizPig, ridiculous. So hard, same as Terry. Like, I had to stop playing because I was furious. Like, anyone that's played this game, look at that.
Let me ask a question. Can I
It's
ask a question?
so hard. Yeah, of course.
Where did Mario Kart? Where was the first iteration of Mario Kart? What
Super
system?
Nintendo.
Super Mario Kart on Super Nintendo.
Yes.
Was it good?
Beautiful.
Great
Wonderful.
game.
Awesome.
Great
2D.
game.
It was a 2D, 3D, right? So
Yeah.
it was like
2D track, 3D racer. That was actually
you were behind him, and they were all based on the Super Mario World sprites.
I loved it. But dude, Diddy Kong was so fun. The adventure mode was something you never saw before. So it's an open world driving game. So the new Mario Kart for Switch 2, they're like, it's the first open world. No. Diddy Kong did it with one of your own systems and they crushed it.
Got him.
Yeah, man. And let's talk about the elephant genie.
Oh.
There's this genie who is this elephant that is totally ridiculous. Taj the genie.
You get that one all the way on the far right.
All the way to the no.
Go left. Go left.
I love that.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, I like that other.
We're not touching that one.
But
Eva Mendes.
Somebody would show up and then he would change your vehicle for you to whatever you wanted to be. And he's kind of like your menu screen then. And he would kind of be an avatar for that to help you navigate. And I loved it. He just made me laugh every time he showed up. I mean, you hear the different little sayings he would say. What was one like, how may I help you? Or something like, I don't know. It was so fun.
Can I see the player, I guess the character list for
Right.
Diddy Kong Racing?
We also get introduced to somebody.
Yes, we do. Two people.
Two people. We get a certain bad fur day. That's right.
You're going to need Diddy Kong Racing in there. It's not going to work.
Where
Boom.
we go.
Yeah, hit me with that player select. No. That one.
There we go.
Oh, no, that's the DS version. That's got extras. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah. There you go, man. We got Conquer. Conquer's Bad Fur Day.
You ever play? Do you know about Conker's Bad Fur Day?
No.
Oh, we got to do a play along
Oh, man.
because
That
it's in a bunch of movies and
Ooh.
stuff like that. Yeah, there we go. All right, so name stays from the Donkey Kong Country series. You got Diddy Kong and you got a Kremlin.
Right. But then you also have Banjo from Banjo and Kazooie.
His first appearance.
Right. Ty the Tiger, I think he was supposed to get his own game.
He was supposed to have, I think this was supposed to be his racing game.
Is that what this was supposed to be him?
That was supposed to be him, but then Nintendo's like, nah, you need a name brand. So they're like, put Diddy Kong in it.
Timber the Tiger. Tiger.
But there's also secret characters in this, and that's what drives you crazy. There's a big ass chicken for no reason.
Rooster or Drumstick the Rooster.
Drumstick the Rooster.
And then remember all the secrets and like the playground stuff for this game? Or like if you run over like a red frog by a Whizpig statue in the water, Rooster will appear. Let me tell you something. I drove around squishing frogs for countless hours as like a 9-year-old trying to get this secret character to pop up. Because people were like, no, it's a real thing. But you had to beat Whizpig to get him. That's not a real thing. And you just don't beat Whizpig.
No, you don't.
And even getting to Whizpig is hard. You got to get all the medallions. So you have to collect these medallions to unlock new worlds, their levels, everything else to progress. But as you unlock them, the difficulty keeps climbing with these places. So it's not easy. And by the time you get to this final boss, you're like, I'm the man. Like, and then the boss is like, no, you are terrible at this game.
Absolutely.
This is all Diddy Kong Racing?
Yeah.
It sounds like a way more in-depth game than Mario Kart.
Dude,
It
64.
is. It is. I think, here's the thing about it. I can't say this. I was going to say Diddy Kong Racing is a better single-player experience because of the depth. But because the ending is so crazy hard, it is not the best single-player way to play. But Mario Kart easily is a more fun multiplayer way to play at the time. Your sister could play Mario Kart. She couldn't play Diddy Kong
Yeah, it's way more accessible. So is Mario Kart the better game? Yeah. Yeah, it is, I guess. But is it my favorite of the two? No. And that's I love Mario Kart 64. But I think Diddy Kong is a better, more fun game. But that might be from my love of adventure games.
Also, your level of experience in gaming, right? If it's a harder game, you're gonna
I like
it
the
more.
challenge.
Yeah.
You know, Mario Kart, I feel
think
like
it's too hard, though.
you get down in a weekend and then it's just between you and your buddies to see who's the best. And that's awesome.
Sure, that's fair.
I loved it. But Diddy Kong, like you really had to like put your time in. And like my friends would come over. Remember, we would like swap control. Like, here, you try it out. Or I can't get you try it out. Or let's try it this way. Or, oh, I heard there's a secret over here if we go through this waterfall or whatever. It's really fun to do that stuff in a game.
It is, and it was cool. Like there's more to do in the game, but does that make it a better game?
Well,
Checkers is a simple game, but is more fun at times than Parcheesi.
We also got to remember we were children at this time, right?
Chitlin'.
So you get a game, you're stuck with that game for a while.
It's true.
Like either you had some money saved up from a birthday, holiday, whatever, or you waited till a birthday or holiday and you hoped you got a cool game and it wasn't a bust. And this was one of those games, I didn't even know what it was. I just got it as like a gift because I was like 8 or whatever when it came out. So it was like, oh, this is cool. And my parents were like, yeah, it's racing. There's animals. I'm like, sick. And then I get it. And I'm like, oh my God, there's so much to do.
Yeah.
I just dove into it hard. I love that game.
Can I ask a question? Mario Kart 64, does it land in your top 10 Nintendo 64 games?
Yes.
I'm going to say yes.
Does Diddy Kong?
Also, yes. I think I put 2 carts in there. And this could be an episode in itself.
Might be. Might be.
I think I could put both of them in there.
I don't know. I got to think. They both might get booted
Kong,
because
Ocarina, Majora, Star Fox. Ooh, it's getting hard.
that's what I mean.
It's starting to get hard.
I think it gets tough.
1080.
WCW NWO?
No.
Oh, God. GoldenEye?
GoldenEye for sure.
See, that's not on my list at all.
GoldenEye?
GoldenEye, no.
Not a top 10.
I am not a first-person shooter. The only first-person shooter.
I was obsessed with that game.
The only
love
first-person
pod
shooter
racing.
I enjoyed was Halo, because that was just so fun. Because even with a pistol, it was fun. Shotguns, it was fun. You know.
Yeah.
I feel like GoldenEye. I don't know. It didn't hit for me. Not like Halo did. Halo. I could play Blood Gulch for days of just like with your friends in Blood Gulch, just having fun.
But you know,
I play Halo. I'm like one wink short of a seizure. I can't play it.
Really? Are you talking the original one?
I don't know if I'm upside down. I don't know if I'm upside up. I don't know if I'm jumping
like
the
spending
appropriate
your
amount of
birthday money on
jumping
the
distance.
Superman game, Mr. Fancy Sauce. I hope that didn't happen to you, buddy. John, did you do that?
Who's Mr. Fancy Sauce?
I don't know,
A
but
new friend.
we love him. Oh, yeah, I could sit here and do top 10 N64. Maybe we should do that
I was
sometime.
just going through,
I'll do
and
it.
it gets tough because you got to put both Zeldas in there.
They gotta
You
go
got to
in.
put Mario 64 in there.
Nope.
No.
I don't like that game.
Get
Wait,
out.
what game?
That's my hot take. I don't like Mario 64.
64 is one of the best games ever made.
Don't like it.
What are you talking about?
I don't like it. I don't
You've
like.
played a 3D platformer.
Mm,
None of them exist without this game.
I'm not saying what happened in what order. I just don't like it.
You don't like collecting stars?
Yeah, and Halo's multiplayer
You don't
doesn't
like throwing
happen
a
without
penguin?
golden eyes.
You
Yeah,
don't like throwing a
same
penguin
logic.
to its death?
Listen,
You know, like throwing fireballs?
I killed that thing so many times, but no, I didn't like the game
Technically,
that
you
much.
didn't throw fireballs in that game.
What do you do?
You got a wing cap, and you became Metal Mario, and you became Invisible Mario.
All right. Well,
Nah, I don't like it. I don't like the cameras. I don't like the handling. I don't really like any of it.
What about the music?
Mm.
What?
It doesn't do it for me, man. I don't like it.
We are
I didn't
no
like it as a
longer
kid.
NintenBros.
I really don't like it now. I tried to revisit it. It wasn't for me. When that game came out, I didn't get the N64 for probably a couple years in its life, but I was balls deep in Ocarina of Time,
Sure.
and I did not have time for Mario 64 and its mamby-pamby for kids tone.
Well, you had to play it first. I'll give you that. If you went to Zelda before Mario,
I did.
that can change a man.
I did.
Mr. Fancy Sauce, happy to have you here, brother.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But back to the task at hand. So Diddy Kong, Mario Kart. I'm going to final answer. I like Diddy Kong better, personally. I like it better. Is Mario Kart the better of the two? Sure. Just because of how accessible it is to everyone, your friends and family, easier to pick up and play, and its impact. It is a better game in that sense. But I think Diddy Kong's got more bang for your buck, and I loved it way more. I've got a way better library of memories in my head from that game.
I believe there is a Diddy Kong Racing for Nintendo 3DS that is a perfect version of that game because I think they toned it down.
I have heard that. Yeah, but I didn't have a 3DS. Just
Nerd.
a Game Boy Color.
Wow.
Had its Pokemon Yellow erased.
What happened to that kid?
Anyway,
NintenBros!
welcome. If you have any Nintendo games that you want to talk about or see us talk about,
Or just have games.
comment it. Or if you just have games you want to send us to play, because we love playing
Or if
them.
you guys want us to argue 2 games.
Yeah, any of those things. Or if you just want to tell us your favorites.
Fancy
comment.
sauce, get in on it, baby.
Yeah. But let's move on to...
Yeah.
Let's move on to a DBZ segment.
All
Let's just
right.
talk little Dragon Ball. We don't talk enough Dragon Ball in here. So
Guys,
if we're going sagas, we would talk about the Raditz Saga if you guys want to talk about
yeah,
it.
we're going to start with Z
Yeah.
and the Raditz Saga.
So serving this up, we have 3 DBZ fans, longtime fans here. And,
If you're
you know,
looking through the light.
we were trying to get people to watch DBZ, right? Oh, wow.
Yeah, Majin Derek.
I got
me.
legs.
Drew it myself.
But we thought the best way to do this is you could literally do this episodic, and there are podcasts that are about that, and I think that's great. But we decided that we're going to go at it from a saga standpoint with the idea of, is it a good saga? Is this saga enough to get you in? You know, where does this stand on a tier list? Maybe we'll get there eventually. But we're going saga by saga, so we're not going to talk about Majin Buu right now.
Right.
And we can't kind of act like there's allusions to it unless there are. You know, for example, this saga has a great setup for the next saga.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
I love this. You just want to kick it off?
Yeah, go for it.
All right, sure. So for those who haven't watched Dragon Ball Z before, it's going to be a fun thing to try and get you in. Or if you have, this saga is really old and you probably know everything about it already. So tell us what you love about it as we talk about it. Like, join in. We're not bringing up really new information here. We're just talking about what we love and what we remember about it. Man, I remember distinctly getting home from school, coming home, and this new thing was starting, Toonami. I didn't know what it was. Like my cartoons back then were just kind of like your standard, Ninja Turtles, Saturday morning, X-Men, all that stuff. I just knew I like superheroes and that type of stuff. Then you see Toonami with its sick promo videos. Sometimes I'll pull them up on YouTube, the old ones, just because I think they're beautiful. The way they're shot, the music. Like, I think a lot of my nerd, being is because of Toonami. And I think a lot of kids that grew up like millennial age are probably the same way. But I remember getting home from school and just seeing this promo. And I'm like, what? Like, what? This is cool. I'm going to check this out. And it's like a couple episodes into the first Dragon Ball Z saga. And I see this dude in this crazy armor show up and just kidnap this main character's kid. And I'm like, what's happening? And that was it. I had to be hooked every single week from then on out.
Was this your way in?
No, mine was actually the Frieza saga.
Ooh.
That's a good one to jump in on too.
So
But I mean, through Toonami, though?
Toonami, no. So in my day, they used to have Dragon Ball Z on Sunday mornings on like whatever UPN 17 or WB 17 was. And then later, I didn't know what this show was. I just saw a guy with a third eye. He's in some place with a guy with antennas. No idea what was going on. Then like years later in high school, Toonami came on after pro wrestling. So it was like 11 and 12 o'clock it would come on. So I would watch pro wrestling and then I just want to watch something else. And then I saw Toonami, the commercials, and I was like, oh, that's the show that I watched as a kid. And I got so hooked in the Frieza saga. So I'm a little bit of a blind spot here, but I know what happened, but it wasn't what put me on.
So this is this is a great place to start. And it's funny that it's a great place to start because it's not the beginning of the story. This is the beginning of Dragon Ball Z. There had already been a manga and an anime that had been running for over 100 issues that was Dragon Ball. So everything that was established so far in the story you could know about. But really all you need to know is there's a dude with a tail who loves fighting. It's really all you need to know to get started. But if you want, there is a delicious and beautiful backstory that we'll get to eventually. But we'll do this the same way it was all brought to us. Like all of us got Dragon Ball Z first. I don't think you could get Dragon Ball before Dragon Ball Z
No, at
in
that
Western.
time it was not happening.
Okay. Raditz Saga. I think this is an amazing way to kickstart a part 2 of a story.
Yeah, man.
Where you throw out things you knew to be true for like 150 issues and start something, boom, brand new right now. And that is Goku has a brother and his brother is an alien. There are aliens in Dragon Ball Z. I would have called it Dragon Ball A for alien. But this is the first time there are aliens involved. We are spacefaring warriors, and one of them shows up with the sole purpose of checking on Goku, whose original mission was to come to this planet and enslave it because that's what Saiyans do. Goku got hit on the head and was raised by a kindly by a kindly old man who taught him martial arts and also turned him into a sweet boy. But that sweet boy had the spirit of a fighter within him and a tail that would make him turn into a giant crazy monkey.
Uzaru.
Yeah. He has a son, and his long-lost brother shows up and starts talking shit to him and his green friend. If you start here, you have no idea who Piccolo is.
Yep, no
He's
clue.
just a green guy that has some sort of relationship with Goku.
Yeah,
but you don't know much.
Yeah, all we know is they don't get along.
Yeah.
And like we know that green guy, not a good guy, but we don't know why if you haven't watched Dragon Ball.
He's not a bad guy, though, either at the time. He's just kind of a shit-talking alien thing. You know?
Well, I mean, he's still like junior in that.
Is he?
So
Piccolo Jr.?
He's
Yeah.
Piccolo Jr. And he's still considered like the most evil, powerful menace on Earth at that time.
I thought he was just off doing his own thing. It doesn't matter. In
but
Z,
he was
it's just a
training
thing.
to beat Goku at the time.
Right.
He was like getting his revenge on him. So he was off on his own training. And that's when we actually get the introduction of Raditz. Raditz is on Earth. He shows up in that 6 Saiyan pod we get to see for the first time, which almost made my vehicle list. But
that'd be a good one.
but it wasn't a movie when it showed up, so I didn't pick it. But I love the Saiyan pods. But he shows up, and he's got this sick armor right at the shoulder pads, and he's got just quads for days. And I didn't realize at the time. I was like, I need this. Like, I need to be that thing. But he's up like floating. He's got this cool scouter, which is also
Was that the first?
that's the first time we see a scouter.
Yeah.
So, and it's scanning, and all of a sudden it picks up this power level where he's like, oh, that's a pretty respectable power level. That's got to be my brother. Like, I'm gonna go find him. He flies
right
in.
there, Chris. One more down. That's Raditz. Nope.
Nope.
Up. Left.
That's-
right there.
Yeah. So he shows up and he's scanning and he flies over and sees Piccolo. And Piccolo, like, says, he's like, what in the hell is that? He thinks it's Goku coming for him. And they, up until this point, they're the two strongest beings in existence.
Yeah.
You don't know anything about space. You don't know anything else. You just know they are the top 2 dogs. Raditz shows up, taunts Piccolo, because Piccolo's asking, Raditz is asking Piccolo, like, how to get around, where his brother is, type of thing. And Piccolo's like, I'm going to kill this guy. Like, because he's just bullying him. Gives him a full blast. And Raditz just like, this is where that starts too. He just like eats it. And he's just like, is that the best you got? Like, nerfed. And then he goes to find Goku. And that's when shit hits the fan.
Yeah.
And I remember watching that. I was like about Gohan's age in that when it came out, just a little bit older. So I was like, oh my God, how scary would that be? Like, you can't do anything about this. He shows up, your dad's the best in the world. And he just shows up and puts everyone through a literal house. So, like, there's nothing. He like kidnaps his son, is basically like, you're weak. You didn't hold up your end of the bargain. You're supposed to conquer this planet by now. Instead, I see you have a child and you're like embracing them. Like, what's wrong with this? He's like, no, you need to join me. And I'm taking your son to make you join me. Come and get him. And that, I remember just the pure stress and anxiety right off the bat is so great.
Yeah, I mean, this is a parent's worst nightmare that's happening. And we don't know Goku other than a guy who likes to fight. We don't really know his history and that, you know, he might be the one who could actually take this dude down. But Dragon Ball Z does something amazing and doesn't give him the ability of Superman to just take on someone who has come in. He can't beat this fucking guy.
There's nothing
and
you can do.
I've never seen that before.
Right.
Like in a story, the good guy is supposed to be able to win. I had never seen this before where somebody shows up who's the bad guy and you are not going to stop him by yourself under no circumstances.
Yeah, man.
He gets his ass kicked
Right.
by his brother. And so Piccolo has to come.
Yeah.
Piccolo only teams up with him, right? Because he doesn't want to. He wants the world for himself.
Yeah,
right?
so he's doing this
Not
selfishly,
helping.
where he's like, all right, if we eliminate, he's like, I know, Piccolo's very smart. And this is a great introduction also of seeing how intelligent of a fighter Piccolo is.
Mr. Piccolo.
Yeah, where he just sucks up his pride, was like, all right, I got to get this guy dead so I can move on because I'm screwed, if not otherwise.
They both ditched the weighted clothing.
Yeah, man, and they ditched the weighted clothing,
That was a big
baby.
thing back then.
That was sick. Like, they're fighting them, they're having a hard time, and they're like, all right, let's get serious. And you're like, I didn't know that we were not serious yet. Like, this is great. And that's going to be there a lot. Get ready for that if you haven't watched Dragon Ball or Dragon Ball Z before. But remember, they just throw the stuff, they just
It always breaks. There's always rocks around.
yeah, the ground breaks from the armor hitting, and then like they step it up. But Raditz is still just laughing and taunting them the entire time. Like, he's just blocking.
also huge.
hitting. Yeah, he's towering over them. He has been bulking for at least 2 full years before he got to Earth. Like,
Yeah.
my God.
When does Piccolo Jr. not be Piccolo Jr. anymore?
He's now referred to
that
as
just when
Piccolo Jr.
Yeah,
in
they don't
Dragon
call
Ball Z.
him Junior and Z.
Yeah.
They just call him Piccolo. Because at that point, his dad's long gone. So he's just Piccolo at that
So
point.
he doesn't really change until he merges with Nail, right?
So
Yep.
pretty much, yeah. Yeah, that's when you start to see more of a change up top for Piccolo.
So then this
Well, this saga.
Well, the Gohan.
But this saga, yeah,
that's the
that's
next
what I was going to
saga, isn't
say.
it?
That's
You're
the
right.
Saiyan saga, though.
But it's the events of this saga that merge Piccolo and Gohan's like link, right?
Yeah, this
Yes.
is what forges that relationship. Is the end of the Raditz saga.
Which let's talk about it. I mean, I love how simple it is too.
The building blocks
You're
are
coming
all
with me.
there too.
You're an alien. You're from a warrior race. You're kind of a bitch. So I'm going to kidnap your son. Don't kidnap my son. Well, I'm gonna. And he's like, fine, I'm going to go get my worst enemy to help me. So Piccolo shows up and we're starting to have a tussle about. And then things just go crazy here where I've never seen this before, but well, help me out and help me out, chat too. Is the Gohan part before the special beam cannon?
No,
Are you sure?
I'm pretty sure because the special beam cannon kills both of them.
Yeah.
Yes, but Gohan.
It's a circle right through them both.
Right. So it is before that. So we learned something super important for the rest of the series here, which is that Gohan is the strongest character
Yeah,
in DBZ, even as a kid, because he says, leave my daddy alone, charges and turns into a giant beam object and kicks the shit out of Raditz for a short period of time
Yeah.
with one blow, which his dad wasn't able to do. Piccolo wasn't able to do. Something finally worked, and it was a little boy's rage, which is really cool because you're like, okay, what the fuck is going on with that?
Before
Right.
the internet community comes at Terry, he's not the strongest. He just has the highest potential.
Yeah, at that time, he is
Yeah.
the strongest, though.
He's not the
Because he hits
strongest.
him with the scanner.
yeah, because it starts raising because he's getting angry in the pod that he has him trapped in because he has to watch his dad getting manhandled.
Yeah.
and he like can't stand it anymore, so he throws his first tantrum, his first sign of the Gohan rage that is going to be awesome to talk about up until it's not anymore. A few sagas later, this is on my
I think
leg.
he's 4. I think he's 4 years
Yeah,
old
he's
in
like
this.
4 in this, which is nuts.
He's still wearing the Dragon Ball on his head.
Yes.
Yeah, yep. He's still in the Grandpa Gohan's
3-star?
outfit. The 3, yeah, is it the 3-star?
The 4-star.
4-star.
4-star? Yeah. it's
Yeah,
the
Grandpa's
4-star
in the
Dragon.
4-star.
But yeah, he's like rages. All of a sudden, Raditz's scouter starts going off. And remember watching that as a kid, you're like, what? And all of a sudden, this kid, you're like, what? Like,
Yeah, the little boy.
yeah. And then he just bursts out of that thing and breaks his armor, like just completely blindsides him. And then Raditz gets up. You think it's over, but Raditz is pissed, but he's also stoked. Like he's like, this boy has his power. I'm taking this boy now. Like like we're gonna raise this kid and make something out of him. And he starts like telling like Goku, like, well, you might not be shit, but you actually put out a son that has some potential, basically. And he's like, I'm taking him for real now. So that makes it way, way higher stakes.
So what do you do when the stakes are high as a parent?
You put your brother in a full Nelson.
Yeah. So this is this has a great scene where it's just he grabs him and he knows he's beat, and so he says, "Piccolo, you got to take us out."
But before this, let's talk about 2 big things we're missing.
What?
3 big things we're missing.
Oh,
First off, we skipped way past Farmer with a shotgun.
yeah. Farmer with a shotgun's great.
That's actually the first thing Raditz comes across is a farmer who's out there and sees him. And he's like, oh, there's an alien. And he tries to shoot him with a shotgun and he catches the bullet. That was so cool as a kid.
Yeah.
You're like, what? He just caught that? And then he just like laughs at him and flicks the bullet back at his truck and just blows it up. That was a sick introduction.
Hell of a character introduction.
Yes. But anyway, we're also missing that Saiyans were weak if you grabbed their tail. Because Goku, we didn't know this, had a tail in Dragon Ball before it was cut off. And so they remembered when I was a kid and I had a tail, if you grabbed it, I would go limp, like as my weak spot. So Piccolo and Goku team up, and that's part of the coordination of their attacks is to someone to try to get his tail. Goku finally gets his tail and gets him into submission and has him. Raditz starts appealing to his heart. He's like, I'm your brother. Like, please forgive me. I'm so sorry. Don't kill me. Let me go. This is where you see Goku has too big of a heart and he doesn't have that sane instinct to kill, which is great. But up until then, it's been like, oh, if I let this person go, they're going to turn her life around or join us like Tien or even Piccolo. Nope. As soon as he lets go, and Piccolo the whole time is like, no, like, don't do that. I'm evil. I know that's like, don't listen.
Yeah.
Lets him go. The moment he lets go, bam, Raditz just flips the script again. So they've already failed once, and now Raditz knows what they're up to. So it makes it way, way harder to get him in that full Nelson.
Yeah, but even still, it's like, you got to kill me. You have to, like, just do it. Just
Right.
kill me. And if you didn't read Dragon Ball, you would just think, oh, this is Gohan's story. Clearly, we're setting this up. We're just taking out this random character. The fact that this dude had like hundreds of issues before that we weren't aware of or didn't read is amazing. Imagine just killing off your lead character like this.
Yeah, man.
Because we didn't know any of the extra stuff that was going to happen. We
That's
just
a
knew
great
that he
point.
fucking died.
Yep.
Toriyama wrote a book, 200 issues, whatever it is. The internet will help. Mr. Fancy Sauce will help. 200 issues, and then kills the main character so that his son can then take over. That's all you know. And that's one of the reasons why this saga is so underrated. All the amazing stuff, there's so much amazing stuff that happens after that people don't look at the Raditz Saga as like, holy shit, you did all of that?
Yeah, they
in
set
this.
up so much. Everything.
Yeah.
Scouters, pods, power levels, Gohan's rage, the Saiyan tails, the battle armor, everything.
But Piccolo takes a kill shot. And
Yeah.
he doesn't seem like he's relishing in it, but he's Piccolo. So it's like, if you tell me to take somebody out, I'm taking him out.
Yeah, he's going to kill him.
You know, but he does it in a cool way. We've
Yeah,
seen
special beam
Kamehamehas,
cannon.
but instead we see this new thing that takes a while to charge up. And
Right.
even Piccolo, I think, says, not to be a bitch, but it takes a while for me to charge this up.
Right,
You got to
he's-
buy me time.
Right, he's still developing it because he's trying to use it to kill Goku. That's why he creates the
didn't know
special beam cannon. He says
Cool.
he was saved. I was like, I'm saving this for our next
Channels all
fight.
his key into his finger.
Yeah, and he just concentrates everything. And he launches that thing, and it's so cool because you said up until now we've had Kamehamehas out the ass. They're coming out of our feet, our hands. We have Dotem paws, like tri-beam a little bit, but like that beam was cool, man. Where it's like the straight shot, but then like the circle going around.
But then we get something we've never seen. I had never seen this, period. A cartoon character gets killed. And we see the blood and the hole, and we see it's here, and it's pushing really hard, and then it explodes out the back and goes through Raditz
Yeah,
and
that
Goku.
shot
I
was
had never
awesome.
seen anything like that in my life.
No, that was mind blowing, dude.
And it changes you as a man.
It does. Like, oh my God, the two strongest people that I'm aware of in this show, dead.
Yep.
The bad guy, dead. Like, well, sorry,
Also
two strongest
started a
guys, like the
whole
good and
new
bad guy.
level
Like,
of power set. Like,
Raditz ends up being like the lowest ranked
right.
guy.
He's like the
When you
butt of
think of,
jokes
like-
from all the Saiyans.
Yeah,
Like,
and he's just nerfing
And
the two
Goku-
strongest guys.
is weaker than him yet.
Yeah.
And that's part of the reason why they sent him to Earth. You find out is like, all right, they have the weakest people down there. It's going to be a child can take this over from our race, even if he's weak. Send him. We'll find him later.
I think this saga has a wonderful ending too, which is, Goku knowing he's going to die and asking his greatest enemy
Right.
to teach his son to fight, to
Right.
care for him.
Like the
It's an
desperation of a
amazing
father.
setup
Yeah.
for a new character to take over. And it's just like the saga itself is just, it's great. It's great. It's also tight. Things
Yeah.
happen, especially for Dragon Ball Z, things happen pretty quick.
Yeah, they move it right along.
And suddenly we're in this new world where you're a little boy and you're with your father's worst enemy, and he's a dick, and he's going to teach you how to fight.
Right.
But all we know is that you're dead. This saga ends. Goku's dead. Gohan's with Piccolo. Raditz is also dead.
Yep.
Now what?
Did they show like the afterlife or
No,
other worlds?
That's not until the Saiyan saga. So at this
So he's on
point,
Snake Row or Snake.
Snake Way.
Yeah.
But we don't know that.
Yeah.
That's the thing about when the saga ends. They could have just, there's Goku's gone forever.
Right.
So it's not until later where he I think, what does he wake up on Snake Way?
Yeah, he just kind of wakes up and he is at King Yema's hut, getting checked in. And then he finds out oh, I have my body, but all these other souls are here. And then you learn oh yeah, you died fighting and doing this noble thing. You get to keep your physical body in Otherworld and go train with King Kai if you can survive the perilous trip to his planet.
But imagine a movie not giving you that and then giving it to you later, Imagine that there's no after credits scene letting you know that he's still alive and he's still there. You would just think Goku's story is over.
Yeah, that's it.
So it was the first time when Gohan was given the lead and failed, because he fails every time he takes the lead, right?
Well, he succeeded. He's the only one who landed a punch.
Yeah, I vehemently disagree, actually.
When the show goes to Gohan, it sucks.
For the Boo saga,
I disagree.
For the Boo saga, the whole Saiyaman thing, that's one thing. But we're not there yet, and we're not going to talk about that yet because I'm going to get real mad.
What about Broly 2?
Broly 2, he's the legendary Super Saiyan.
Gohan has the highest potential.
Broly has the greatest rage.
They already fought, didn't they? Did
No,
Beast Gohan fought Broly?
No. Goten and Trunks fought Broly. That's Bio Broly.
Yeah, Bio Broly. We don't talk about Bio Broly.
That's that was bastardization of the Broly character.
So bad.
I think the Raditz Saga is the perfect saga to start with if you want to get into DBZ at all.
Right. And also, this, I think when they end it, they let us know that they got to get the Dragon Balls and bring Goku back. Right? Don't they?
Well, did they know?
You're right. I didn't know.
How did they know that something else was going to, did they know Vegeta and Nappa were coming?
Yes.
Raditz does allude to it.
Yeah, I wanted to get to that too. So as Raditz is dying, he's kind of laughing, letting them know, my scouter is also a two-way radio. And it has been playing for my partners the entire time. So they've heard our whole conversation. So now the Saiyans know about the Dragon Balls because they discuss in front of Raditz having to go get them to grant their wish to bring Goku back. Vegeta hears this on his scouter and realizes that now he could get ahead of his enemy, Frieza, which we'll go into way later. But this sets up the motivation for Vegeta to come to Earth to get these Dragon Balls. And so they know everything. They know about the fighters, they know about the Dragon Balls, they know Goku's dead. So that to Nappa and Vegeta, they're like, we're about to go clean up and get these Dragon Balls. And now we're going to get our revenge on Frieza. So you don't realize how highly motivated these bad guys are coming in too, which sets up an awesome set of stories.
I also don't know if the Frieza arc had been developed in Toriyama's mind at the time.
I don't believe, but it's still, that's what it's doing though. These bad guys are coming. They want their wish. They want to be immortal, the blah, blah, blah. And this sets it all up. This saga is the perfect intro saga.
Mr. Fancy Sauce in the chat. Hey, man, I hope that you, maybe you're starting to learn, or maybe you want to give it a shot by just us having these conversations, man. That'd be pretty cool. So, Mr. Fancy Sauce, why don't you watch the entire saga over this next week? It's a great binge. And then just let us know next week. We're also going to talk about what? The Saiyan saga next week.
Yeah, next week we jump into the Saiyan saga, which, fudge, it is so fun and kept me on the edge of my seat.
Would you say that the Raditz Saga is possibly one of the best opening sagas for any show?
In terms of anime, yes, absolutely.
The Raditz Saga is the best.
Yeah, you guys kept talking about how it opened up a whole new world, and it set out to do a lot, and it did.
Yeah, I think it accomplished a lot with very little.
Yeah.
It's 5 episodes total.
Wow.
Everything
the
we
Raditz
just
Saga
talked
is
about.
5 episodes. Holy shit.
Everything we just discussed for the past 20 minutes.
Bar none. This is the best intro to any anime ever whatsoever. This is the best intro to any show ever.
Right. It's high stakes,
Fan-fucking-tastic.
and here's everything about our world you need to know in 5 episodes.
With the blood and guts to back it up.
Special beam cannons, child rage. Much like myself, I identify with Gohan.
I hate Gohan. He's my least favorite Dragon Ball Z character.
Oh, we'll get into that.
And I wish they did more for TN.
We'll unpack that. I can see why.
My heart goes out to TN.
You just put an eyeball right there. You've got the shoulders.
All the bald guys in Dragon Ball are doofuses.
Hey, TN,
I disagree.
semi-perfect cell versus TN is
Exactly.
That was doing nothing.
that was
It
doing
was
a
holding
lot.
him at bay. It's
If
the
that-
only reason
if
they
that bastard would have
survived.
got there for like
And bald,
imperfect-
beautiful
It was
man
doing
saved
no
everybody.
damage, and they weren't running when he kept saying, "What are you waiting for?" And they just kept staying there looking.
I will say, I wish TN was still more relevant. I thought I was praying Super was going to do something with him in the Tournament of Power because he's badass, dude.
Yeah.
And in the is it BoJack? They're in a tournament starting that movie, and he's fighting Trunks, and he is
Yeah.
giving Trunks the business.
Yeah.
Like he can't do anything, and he doesn't lose
pre-Super Saiyan.
until Trunks goes like full Super Saiyan.
Which Trunks? Teen Trunks? Little Trunks?
Future Trunks.
Future Trunks.
Future Trunks he's beating
Yeah.
up.
He's
But
he's
again,
beating
the
hands.
best version of Tien is back in Dragon Ball. That's
Yeah,
the
when
cool
he's
thing
evil.
about this show,
Is that
DBZ.
the one where
Tien wins.
Yeah, he breaks Yamcha's leg.
and Chaozu's just walks but flies, right? Isn't that what he does? He walks like he's acting like there's a wall there that he's walking up, but it's not.
Yeah, he has telekinesis and all that stuff. So like you get to like he can walk, but like you always see him like floating around and doing weird little Chaozu things.
But again, great thing about this show is there's a whole other show that you can go back and watch. Every character that's in the show was referenced in some way with the exception of Raditz. So if you want more stories, they're built in. That's another real reason why this is so cool. I recommend starting in the middle because you have, if you're really interested, you can go back and listen. And it's why the Raditz Saga is the perfect start.
Mr. Fancy
show.
Sauce, it's Dragon Ball Z, the Raditz Saga. All right, guys. You guys
So good.
anything else to say?
About the Raditz Saga, no, because I could easily start gushing into the Saiyan Saga, and we got to hold that for next week.
This is going to be tricky. As like a thing, this is going to be kind of tricky. We might have to break the sagas down a little smaller.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll see how Saiyan Saga
You
goes
could
because
do
they
like
only
Nappa
get
and
they
then
only get longer.
Nappa and then Vegeta.
Nappa, watch out! Don't touch that thing. Just Nappa trying to touch things like the Destrusto disc or Gohan.
God, yeah, that the sound it makes when it flies by that.
The first
disc.
the first
Engage.
time
Oh, also
well, it created a huge meme of Yamcha just laid out dead from the
Yeah.
Cybermen.
and also the what's his power level? It's over 9,000. That
Yeah.
meme shows up.
we're gonna have some trouble with it. I'll tell you what. Before the next one, I'll look at it and see like maybe it makes more sense to do these like the saga and like 15 issues or 15 episodes. See how far it goes. Because sometimes some of these sagas, like there is a bunch of filler that you don't really
Yeah.
need. But
I would say maybe for the Saiyan Saga, chat, if you're interested, tell us what you think. We should do preparation for the Saiyans
yeah,
because that's a whole arc in itself. You got the Gohan training, getting ready. You got the Z Warriors going to Korin
Yep.
and everything and training with Kami.
and then you got Goku.
And then you got Goku's adventure through Snake Way to go find King Kai. And then he
In
goes through
Otherworld.
In Otherworld. But he's goes through HFIL. Like, it's really fun.
Home for Infinite Losers.
Yeah. So I
Is there
think
a
maybe we should
snake
do that.
lady in that one?
There is. And she tries to seduce Son Goku.
By the way, Krillin's bald, and he gets the baddest bee in Dragon Ball Z, Android 18.
Yeah, but he's a loser
He also
in
has
every other way.
he also has that girlfriend.
He's a puss.
Remember the gold digger
His best
girlfriend he
friend's
gets?
a child.
He gets a gold digger girlfriend because he has the car and like
Yeah.
the
And
white
And the cool
suit.
suit.
Was it Marin, right?
Yeah, she's a big
It's
bitch.
Marin, like the and
She was
Master
bad as
Roshi
fuck,
loves her.
but she was bad. Master Roshi loves every girl.
Also true.
In a magazine. All right, we got to get out of here.
Yeah.
Yeah, we gotta cut this off. We'll talk DBZ all day.
All right, so that let's wrap it up, Derek. Where can people find you?
You can find me on the Instagrams at Symbolic51, and you can follow my business, Derek Baker Seal Coating and Line Striping, on there as well, and also DerekBakerSealCoating.com for any seal coating, line striping, or asphalt repair needs.
How about you, Terry?
Welcome to Young Junk. You can go to youngjunk.com to find out more about us. And if you want to know about my band, head over to funkjunk.com, where we make the funky beats that go into all of our podcasts.
Terry's Funky Beats.
Yes.
Funky Kong.
Also, I don't know if you guys heard it. It got a little scrambled on Keith's side, but Alpha Flight Fitness, October 25th, Dawn of the Deadlift. It's a sold out event in terms of competitors. So we've reached 45 competitors that are going to be there. We're shutting the gym down for the day. Tons of vendors. We have Rich Gaspari's going to be there.
Sick.
Whole day event. It's a USPA qualifier. So you're going to be strong. If you want to come out and watch it, hey, it's $15 online. AlphaFlightFitness.com. Follow us at alpha_flight_fitness.
Hell yeah. All right, guys. Thanks for watching.
Yeah. See you guys next week.
Keep geeking.
Young John!